Turning 60 is a great achievement in life. And now that you are 60 and maybe retired, there's a whole new life ahead of you.
When do you turn 60?
I have 2 more years.
Oh, I'm 66. I've been there and onward.
That's right.
66. But listen, turning 60 is not the end of something. It's absolutely a new beginning. It's the beginning of a life that you deserve.
But it's also a dangerous time. Living this third phase of life has its challenges and certainly pitfalls and some obstacles that you may not be aware of.
And today, we're going to give you 6 things that you need to stop doing once you turn 60 to embrace this phase of your life. So how many more years for you?
2.
You got 2 more years to do these 6 things, and then you got
I
over.
know.
And I stopped them all. As we go through, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
But before we do, my name is Mark, and this is my wife, Jody.
We don't focus on the financial aspects of retirement, but rather your lifestyle, health, relationships, and much more.
So if you like this and like us, please hit the subscribe button and add the notification button so you get notified when our videos come out. And if you really like us, share these videos with your friends so that we can go far and wide with what we have to talk about.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. What's
All right.
number 1?
The number 1 thing you have to stop doing once you turn 60, so I guess I have 2 more years to get this in order?
Yeah.
Okay. You cannot live in the past.
Who do we know that lived in the past his whole retirement?
Your dad.
My dad.
He was the used to guy.
I used to do this, I used to do that.
Yep.
Whenever I would say something to him or my kids would say something to him, I used to do that too. I used to play baseball. I used to play golf. I did this. He never embraced his new life.
Right.
Which was sad, to be honest.
But I do think it's important to know, I mean, you can cherish your memories, but you just can't let them dominate your life today. You know, a life in the past, you know, a mindset of living in the past can really hinder your personal growth. And we did witness that with your dad.
We did. And there's studies that have shown that too much ruminating over the past is really linked to higher levels of anxiety and depression.
Right.
So finding a way to let go of the past, keep the good memories in line, but open up this whole new world of opportunities for yourself. Hobbies, friends, having an open mind to try new things. Right. Just because you've never played pickleball in the past doesn't mean you can't try it now. I mean, pickleball is like one of these new sports that's for any age or any physical fitness level you're at, right?
Absolutely. And, you know, you can embrace other things like, you know, finding, you know, joy in, you know, removing some of the past from your home, right? Like cleaning your home or decluttering. And we do a lot around decluttering and downsizing and all that.
Huge project we're working on now, scanning all of our old photos. And listen, we did a video before with the founder of Scan My Photos, and you should watch it. We'll put the link below. But he actually gave us a coupon that we'll put the link below where you guys get a discount on the program. But that's a fun project to take on. And
it gives you a chance to cherish the memories and then preserve them for the future. So that is a good project. Okay, so that's number 1. Don't live in the past.
Number 2. Neglecting your physical health.
Right.
We talk about this a lot, so we're not going to beat it up here today. But this is a time in your life to prioritize your health more than ever before.
Right.
If you do nothing in this area and you ignore it, you're going to head down a slippery slope.
You know, and there's really some key things that you can focus on, right? And you can focus on these without going to a fancy gym or joining classes or spending a lot of money. But the number 1 thing, you know, over 60, and I would even say before 60 because I've started this before 60, but, you know, your flexibility is very important.
Strength training?
Strength, building, you know, building muscle around your bones is very
core
important.
Workout so you don't fall, which happens as you get older.
Yeah, so stability, I think, would be the third thing that's really, really important to really work on as you age.
There are diseases that will creep into your life and to my life. Age-related. Heart disease, diabetes, arthritis. Healthy habits and exercise can really help defend your body against that and actually heal you. Smoking too much, drinking too much, eating poorly, all of that is really important. And the only other thing I'd say is get current with your doctor visits. That's key.
Yep.
All right.
So the third thing is to stop avoiding new technology and technological advances.
So don't be afraid of it.
Just don't be afraid of technology. You know, technology is changing faster than ever before, and it's important not to get left behind. You know, your communication with your family, your friends.
Well, FaceTiming with our grandkids in California. It's
and
awesome.
we do that a lot. It makes us feel a little more a part of their world, even though we can't get there as often as we
Sharing
want.
photos, doing a quick video for Luca and send it to him. We should do one today.
We should.
But,
you know, when we have everyone come to our home, you know, like all of our kids come to the house, we create a shared album for that weekend, and then we're able to share it out. I mean, that's a good technology advancement.
Here's a tip. Selfie Saturday.
Oh, yeah?
Selfie Saturday. Everyone in because our kids are all over the place. There's 6 of them and their partners. Saturday morning, someone has to start it, but you just take a selfie and say, "Hey, good morning."
This is what's happening in my world today.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. But
that is
social
fun.
media is good for connecting. YouTube, taking courses online. There's so much that you can do in this area.
Right.
But the other thing, no, I'll call it number 4 because it is number 4.
Yeah.
Don't set unrealistic expectations after you turn 60.
What does that mean?
Well, if you haven't worked out before, you don't go to the gym and lift a 100-pound weight. If you haven't really run before, what's the saying? Walk before you run? You can't just run a marathon tomorrow. Maybe start with a 5K. Why do you look so confused?
Well, I'm trying to really figure out how to position this because I'm about to be 60. So don't set unrealistic expectations.
Well, you should for yourself, but everyone else shouldn't. No, but think about it.
Right.
So you wouldn't just start and say, you know what, I'm going to start running. I'm going to do a marathon in a month. I think you just walk, do a 5K, go to the gym 2 days. Go to the gym once, but you don't have to sign up for 5 days a week because if you don't go 5 days in a row, you feel disappointed. I think that's really what I'm trying to say
So
here.
are these unrealistic expectations all around physical wellness?
No, it could be eating, it could be learning,
relationships.
It could be relationships.
Okay.
Don't retire and expect that you're going to walk into the house where your wife has been there for 5 years because she already retired and just think that she's going to drop everything and join you. No. You have to ease into it.
So really a practical approach to
Yes.
these goals or visions
Right.
that you set
Yeah.
to celebrate your accomplishment regardless of how big it is.
Yeah, and celebrate
Okay.
small things. If you go to the gym once, that's great.
Right.
Celebrate it. But don't say I'm going to go 5 days, go one, and be sad, don't go again.
Right.
That's I guess what I'm getting at.
All right, the fifth one is to stop resisting change in general. Just really learn to embrace change.
So it's harder as you get older
Right.
for change.
Right.
I know my mom, she couldn't change after she turned 40. My dad, once he retired, he didn't want change. He was stuck in the past and he just didn't want to downsize. They didn't want to do anything.
Right.
That's bad.
Well,
right?
I think what's hard is at this stage of the game, change comes at you, right? Downsizing may or may not help you
Right.
or may not come towards you. Your identity certainly changes, so you need to embrace and create a new one. Your community changes right out
Right.
from under you. All those friends
Your
you had at
schedule
work.
changes.
Your schedule
Right.
changes for sure.
Yeah, and your body's going to change. You don't want to ignore the fact that your body's going to change.
Right.
You easily can gain weight. You can get out of shape. You really want to watch that. So I think resisting change that comes your way is going to be hard for you as you get older. So you really got to learn how to embrace it. If you can embrace it, it's going to reduce your stress and anxiety. 'Cause
Definitely
it's gonna
learn to
happen.
adapt to it.
Yeah,
for
because
sure.
change is going to happen.
Yeah.
The other thing that's really critical is, say you retire, you're by yourself, or you're not by yourself, but you want to make sure you don't find yourself isolating yourself away from your friends
Right.
and your family and your colleagues. It's so easy to all of a sudden find yourself alone all day long, day after day after day, after you retire and turn 60. That is a death watch.
It really is. We've done a lot of work around studies on chronic loneliness, and that's really just being lonely more than 7 days at a time.
No, it's chronic loneliness is being alone more than 2 weeks.
Oh, I thought it was 7,
No,
so
2
it's
days.
14.
And chronic loneliness is like one of the most healthiest things that you can do to yourself.
Unhealthy.
Did I say it?
You said healthy.
It's unhealthy.
It's very unhealthy.
It's equivalent of being obese. It's equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes a day.
Yeah.
So that's how bad it is. If you find yourself in a position where you are isolated, you've really got to get out, and you got to make friends. You got to call your kids or your friends. You got to have coffee once a week. You got to do something.
Right.
You know, the highest rate, this is such a sad fact, the highest rate of completed suicides is men over 65. It's really sad. We see it all the time. And listen, join a club, a gym, a library, volunteer, do something, but don't be lonely.
Yeah. You know, change is always hard, and we definitely get that. But learning to embrace it, accept the change, and really move through it into the future to live a fulfilling life is what we're really pushing at here.
Yeah, I'm 6 years into this, being over 60. I'm 66. I work on change every day. For me, my attitude is it's fun and exciting. And you push me a little bit.
I do.
And the kids push both of us, so it's great.
The kids push both of us.
So we hope you like this video. And if you did, this next one, 3 major life changes 3 years into retirement. This was our retirement. So we talk about a typical retirement, health and habits that you need, and having a second career. So watch this video next.